Praise and Stone Boy.
Hustle.
Hustle. Hustle. So why Naija will not send you text message like that? Please, oh, if I was hustling, I will not be in my house and they'll be sending me text message. You, dear lobsters, matter day ground. Open my account. I want to read the text message they sent. We've got Bolarinwa here, and I want us to talk about this because I'm someone who believes in justice for all.
Yeah.
And this matter took a scary dimension when I got this text. Maybe I'm overreacting. No, I'm that drama queen. Oh my God. Okay, so here's a text message I got this morning. Hi, Daddy Freeze. Would like to get your response on reports that you'll be granting an interview to Pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo soon. Hello? I'll be granting Dangote an interview soon.
I mean,
I'll
soon
be granting Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates interviews soon. Abi, this is what I'm going to do in the future. I'll be buying a Ferrari soon. Because if it is things that we are going to be doing and how soon, okay, anyway. Now this is the scary part. As part of a series of plans he has outlined with the aim of controlling the narrative on the COSA scandal. They signed, regards, YNAIJA. So,
I don't understand. I keep saying, I do not understand the need to even want to know why a broadcaster, a journalist wants to conduct an interview. But I mean, what's your job in the first place?
That's what I was going to ask.
Thank you. You know, I said it the other time. Please, I want to learn work. I want to learn Biris, okay? I want to learn Keke Marwa, mechanic. I want to, because I cannot do my work again.
Then what is YNAIJA's business? I mean, they started it, conducted an interview, didn't give the room.
No, let me ask you a question. Did I send them text message before they wanted to conduct their interview?
So why are they worried about this?
I hear that you want to conduct interview with Timmy Dakolo's wife. Is it true?
Do you know the sad part? Do you know the sad part? It's like, you conducted an interview. The other party deserves a fair hearing. You didn't allow that. And at the end of the day, you now judge by saying the other party wants to.
To be fair, we don't know if they reached out. We don't know if they reached out to Biodun's camp.
No, but he has a choice.
He has a choice to turn it down, and he has a choice to do his interview with anybody whom he deems fit. Maybe he feels that, look, this Daddy Freeze is always fighting us on tithing. Maybe he'll be the person to be fair.
But the question is, what is the interest of YNAIJA in this story?
That's what I'm trying to wonder, because what's the problem? Okay, even if whatever comes out of the story, whether it comes out that it's the truth or not, YNAIJA doesn't lose.
Let's ask them the question. News. Why YNAIJA?
Why?
I mean, like I said earlier, trust me, with the way they've gone about it, if they had given the opportunity for the other party to talk, as far as I'm concerned, it's still an allegation.
Yeah. Now, you see, there's something I wrote in my response to them. There is a precautionary measure clause. For instance, if something has the tendency to cause human harm or endanger the lives of people, we need to be cautious. Precautionary measures must be taken. So I understand that, okay, even though there's no scientific evidence and all that, let's protect people.
Even in courts,
if they say, okay, I'll expect precautionary measures like while he's clearing his name, young ladies,
see, I want people to understand.
Be warned,
because I watch too many CI. See, even people who kill, they will still tell you have the right to an attorney.
Exactly.
Yes.
You've been caught.
They have to read you your listen. If you are arrested,
no matter
and the policeman did not read you your rights,
you're let go.
That's it.
They give you the chance to say
you have the right to remain silent.
Anything you say
can or will be used against you.
See, the thing is, they want you to also tell your part. It doesn't mean you are not guilty, but say, let's hear. If it's not good enough, then you are prosecuted or convicted. That's how it works. So if the other party wants to talk, whether I reached out or not, why are you so interested and worked up about it? Allow it to happen.
Do you feel that worked up too?
I'm not. In fact, I would like to hear from the pastor.
Exactly.
No, but
Yeah.
in the tone of their letter, do you feel like they're bothered? Does it
They
strike
don't.
I
you?
think they are bothered.
And then also they rush to make a whole post on their page and come and post it.
And
say,
now I send them a text message. But you see, some people were now, why did I carry their text message and put it on my page? Hello, I don't want anything to control my own narrative. You.
exactly.
Yeah.
So this is the text message they sent. This is the reply I gave.
Give.
Please, if it's not correct.
See, I think they know more than we do because looking at the SMS.
Is there something more to this?
I think
issue?
so.
course
I think,
there is.
honestly, that's what I think.
I'm
There's,
starting to think
there's an
there is.
agenda. I think we may not know, and we may know.
Are you you're suggesting that there is?
100%. Because when they send the message to you, it was like they know a lot about what is going on, and they want to know why you want to interview him. Like really. So if you had told them, yeah, I'm planning to interview him, would they tell you not to do it? Does it make
Come
any
and
sense?
find out when I want to eat my breakfast and when I want to sleep in the room with my madam. All right, we're going to take a quick break and come back at you. Don't you dare touch it. Phone calls going down. Nigeria, put money on your phones. Don't be stingos. Let's discuss this. Rivers of living water out of my belly flow. Fountain, Judy K, 96.9, Cool FM. 4 minutes down, 8 o'clock. And I'm still discussing the YNAIJA letter on my supposed intended interview with Pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo. Interviews not been done, but people are already questioning the motives down. I would have said, why didn't they wait for the interview to come out?
Yeah.
I know what the funny
Apparently
thing,
they're scared of
Bolarinwa,
the interview
would I
happening.
want to do an interview? Absolutely. I want to hear what he has to say. Am I going to do the interview? Not very likely.
Well, there's something I also want to say since we know where this is going to. It's already in court. But as a lawyer,
Is it in court?
She filed a report against.
yeah, that's where it's
Yeah.
going to end. We all
Definitely,
know that. That's where
yes.
it's going to
That's
end.
very
Okay.
So
vague.
I'm now saying, as a lawyer, are you going to rule? I'm not saying Busola lied, but are you ruling out the possibility of Busola lying or making up a story?
Let me put
Are
this for you
ruling it
legally,
out?
Bolarinwa. Can you prove beyond reasonable doubt? That's the legal term.
Yeah.
Can this be proven beyond reasonable doubt?
Like it's white, everybody see it as white.
Yes. Is it really?
Because there's actually
Let's remember that somebody's husband said he married a virgin. Who remembers that narrative?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the interview was after he.
I'm not even going. Let's not even talk about. But you see,
be
these are the
specific.
kind of things that could throw
throw you
some
off.
backlight
Yeah.
on
On it.
issues
So it's-
like credibility.
Yeah, but because the story
Maybe.
it's no longer regular.
So anyway, I'm not a judge. I'm a teacher of the scriptures.
We're looking
and,
at it from both sides.
yes,
actually.
and I came to offer the scriptural perspective, which says you must listen to both sides. You must judge righteous judgment, and no matter how rich or poor a person is, you must give him a fair hearing.
Yeah.
I don't want to go all scriptural today because it's not the sanctuary. This is after dark when I'm supposed to be chilling with lobsters. So we're going to do it the lobster way. Yes, like you do it in Red Lobster. Anyway, we're opening up the phone lines. The questions we're asking are, is it okay for YNAIJA to question my intention of doing an interview I've not yet done? Secondly, they used a phrase, controlling the narrative. I find that phrase very loaded.
What's narrative are they
I
controlling?
actually consider that phrase, in my own opinion, kind of mischievous
Definitely.
because there's only one narrative out there. So it's not like there's a balanced narrative. It's not like there's equity has been brought to the narrative. This person has said his side of the story. The other person has said their side of the story. And now I'm now trying to fight to be devil's advocate or God's advocate, as the case may be, and fighting extra for one person. I'm trying to get the person who hasn't spoken to come out and speak. In a Daddy Freeze interview. You've seen a Daddy Freeze interview, haven't you?
Yeah.
Hold on. Have you ever seen anything like a Daddy Freeze interview?
Yeah. Like you interviewing someone.
No, yeah, but is there anybody who gives interviews like that? I give interviews. I put people in hot seats.
Yeah.
And when I'm done, just to calm you down, I'll give you some taste buds.
Wow.
That's
Oh,
true.
wow. You want to come and do interview? It's your type I'm looking for. So anybody, any of the parties coming to my house for the interview or to the radio station or wherever it is we decide to have the interview, just know that it is going to be hot. Handkerchief will be available, water will be available, soap will be available, bathroom will be available so you can bath. Just know that it's going to be hot.
And at the end.
And at the end,
And at the end of the day, you know you have said it.
and you
And then you're going to eat.
And then you are going to eat and suck pium pium.
Something
So-
nice.
So do you?
And by the way, before people get your mind inside the gutter, pium pium is what's that? Periwinkle. Thank you.
Periwinkle.
Periwinkle. So open up the phone lines. 2710969, 2711969, 2712969, and 2713969. We've got a caller right here. Hello.
Yes.
How are you doing? Go ahead.
My name is Amamba. I feel there is no need for Jordan Fatoyinbo to defend himself. That's what they are trying to do.
That's what they're trying to say, or that's your opinion. Please be clear, sir.
I agree with you. That's my opinion. They don't want him to talk. So the guy should just.
Who doesn't want him to talk?
Who is sending text to you? That you want to Who is sending text to you? So, no need for all this. They are going to court. This guy is guilty. Everybody feels that he's a rapist. Okay? No need for him to defend himself. He's guilty. We should pass the judgment like that.
All right, it's true. Let's pass the judgment. Let Daddy Freeze not come and control the narrative by being fair. We don't want that narrative to be controlled, though.
He's guilty. So, no need for him to even defend himself. Thank you.
All right, more calls coming through. 2710969, 2711969, 2712969, and 2713969. Hello.
Hello, the lobsters.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, we love ya. Oh yeah, go ahead.
We love the lobsters.
I know you love them. I'm here too. Let's do this thing. Come and carry the lobster, go and cook. In the meantime, let's talk about this issue.
Welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
This is Emmanuel.
All right, Emmanuel, we're eventually going to get to your comment.
Why do you want to get the interview first?
Why do I want to get the interview?
Yes.
Just so that me and Biodun can compare who is finer.
compare watches.
Let's compare our watches, let's compare our Gucci. That's what the interview is for. That's a good reason, Abi.
Yes.
So you see the interview where Gucci is compared.
Senior lobster.
Yes.
All right, more calls coming through. That's you people's family out there.
Hello, Dr. Freeman.
Yes, hi, how are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Before I get to anything about this, just let me say, all Nigerians have been raped. First,
Hey, all Nigerians have been raped. There are 3 women with me here. Oh.
to tell you how we have. First by the colonialists, and then secondly neo-colonialists. And then it's been very, very quick for people to get into the streets to protest over this issue. Now it's a very, very serious issue. Rape is not something to be considered. However, everyone should be given a fair hearing.
Do you feel that a fair hearing was given to Biodun in this case?
People have, in a way, already decided, perhaps based on maybe certain reports.
Do you? What's your take on the decisions they've been taking so far?
I think people have been very quick to make a decision, but at the same time, if there have been maybe allegations against him prior to that, perhaps that may be one of the things informing the quick or perhaps rather rash decisions of people to say this guy did this. Now, if evidence is can be laid out, and then we get to the root of.
So you are saying you want to see evidence?
Well, evidence and every other thing that backs up the claim, and if there have as well been other persons who have suffered this from the person in question, then it means he has his hands soiled. However, we should be very careful in how we tackle things. But YNAIJA, YNAIJA. We should not have a way that it means perhaps there's a narrative that is trying to be sold, even though we've not come to a conclusion on the matter. So, but nonetheless, we should get to the bottom of the whole thing.
Thank you very much for that. It's like, oh my God, Daddy Freeze touched our narrative.
I don't
Yes.
know. I didn't
Touch
even
not
know
our
that.
narrative and
did
do
no
our
harm.
narration.
No harm.
Could that be what's going on?
I didn't even know there was a narrative to be controlled.
Thank you. No, it was every narrative.
I didn't know.
All right. Come, you know you don't know how to do bricklayer work. You know you don't know how to do carpenter work. You know the work that fits with bus conductor. And me and you don't have a boss. Is this radio we have? Let's caution ourselves before the radio changes the narrative for me and you. Let's take phone calls. All right, we've got another call right here. Hello.
Praise God, Daddy Freeze.
Good evening. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, Daddy Freeze, are you sure you are the only one like YNAIJA sent that text to? I think they are just shopping.
But the post was about Daddy Freeze.
But the post was about me. Why would they send another person a post about me?
Just find out maybe if there are certain individuals who they feel will be granting such kind of interviews, and they are trying to send messages like that to see.
And the criminal offense in granting the interview is...
What's their business in it?
Wait first. The criminal crime inside the
Well,
interview.
if they had other people, they would have put out a post about the other people and their responses.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
My face is the only face on their page with regards to this interview matter.
you know, before now, several allegations have been coming out as regards
Ewo wante me.
all true. I think he already caused this for himself. All
How?
the past allegations.
How?
You know, what?
How? I want to know how he caused this for himself. I'm
Has
interested.
been coming out when other allegations have been coming out in the past, and he has been trying to defend himself, giving his own narrative. There are many people who really believe the story.
Now, you know, I will not. You know me, I'm pastor. We know this. We know they waka for the same road. If me, I'm going on this road, and pastor see me there, they go the other road. Me too. If I see them there, I go my own road. We know. But you see, I'm not trying to play. There's something I noticed about church people, especially people who are high up. If you make an allegation against Baba Deboe, for instance,
Yeah.
do you think he'll respond?
No.
He won't respond. They don't rest. They normally even if you make an allegation against the Pope won't respond.
It's his follower.
They will just feel, you know, they believe in silence. And maybe some people who are senior to him told him to keep quiet. Was it a bright idea? I don't think so. I think, like you rightfully said, he should have addressed some things when they were budding before they grew into full-blown trees, as the
But
case may be.
He actually put out a statement, and the world still
At
bashed him
first.
for it.
The
So
statement
what-
wasn't. I would have preferred, hello, my name is this happened, or this did not happen, or this did not entirely happen, or it happened like this. I would have expected, you see, anybody, you can write a letter for me, but you can't use my mouth. You can't climb the stage and carry my mouth and be using it to talk.
Personally, I actually think he was right not to talk, because everyone's emotions.
I've learned that doesn't work in this Nigeria. Talk, they say you do something, talk.
Talk. If you not talk,
No,
problem.
you don't talk while it's still hot, because no one is going to believe you. In this case, everyone has decided to believe Busola, right?
Yeah.
So whatever he said, even if he came out with evidence, the first thing everyone was going to say is it's doctored. I would rather, now that everything is calming down a bit, then he hits. You get?
So you're saying I should do the interview?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually think you're the only one who can, you know, come out with and show us what the truth is, because
As in, I'm the only one that can drill.
exactly.
Yeah,
because,
I'm the only one that
HIV.
can ask the right questions.
Questions, yeah.
because I mean, if they're out here
As in,
sending,
say, let me hear.
you're the only one that can ask the right questions. It's true, but it
Daft
actually.
All right, let's take more calls. Calls coming through. Hello, what's your take?
I don't know the phrase. I think we have a problem in this Nigeria.
Come. Let me correct you. We have many problems.
Yeah. The other time I was arguing this out somewhere, somebody asked me, have you been raped before? Or if you were to be your sister, how would you feel? And the next question I want to ask another person is, if the other were to be your brother, would you just feel like you keep quiet?
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
God, your dad brain for this guy.
I am very much against rape.
Yeah.
We are zero tolerance. We don't even want to hear it.
About it is that we don't want to punish an innocent person.
Yes.
Exactly.
I have seen young ladies pray for pastors like they will pray for the widow. Who knows whether this babe was just belling for this man somewhere?
Let's not belittle her pain. No. Let's not come from that angle because
I'm not going into that, but I'm trying to say that look, this guy has a right for someone to hear him out. And it is until when we call him and it declines our call, then we will now say, oh God, maybe you have something to hide.
Yeah.
And again, it's a Nigerian problem today that look, you have electricity problem, you go and call electrician. But you have a legal problem, you want to beat yourself. You have a public relations problem, you want to come and speak about it yourself. You will not go and call an expert to come and help you. How do I talk about this? I'm a public figure. They've said something like this. How do I do it? I expect like a building to come out to say that look, that the priest or all OAPs in Nigeria, I want a session with each of you.
word.
So why is he keeping quiet? And why would somebody say that we should not interview him? If he has something to say, let him come out to come and say it. I don't know why YNAIJA will be asking, why do you want to interview him? Is it not human? Even God, they say on Judgment Day, you will speak.
In Nigeria, social media,
Yeah. We use
there is
social
Morufu, the AJ in Ibadan, who has an opinion. We've got a caller right here. Hello.
When are you conducting this interview?
Oh my God.
You see, we are very careful, me and Amal, just so that after conducting the interview, we won't end up conducting bosses for the rest of our life. Because they have me also.
Please, it is one thing for us to hear one part of the story, and now another thing to hear the other side of the story.
Exactly.
Now, for someone like you who, if I'm not mistaken, in your years of broadcasting, you've not been less than 22, 23 years.
Oh boy, you calculate them well. Brain day your head.
Now, it means that if you were to put the questions down, you will ask the most necessary thing. Especially with the fact that you're not going to any of these their regular churches.
Baba, I know they go any church for the last 3 years. Me be church, I dey run my own church. Some of our members even they here with me.
You know, go here and say, okay, after I ask you this question now, they don't go allow me enter one particular church.
Yeah.
So I consider myself the best person when it comes to fairness.
Yes. I will consider you at this point in time. Because take for instance now, may I give a very, very tricky instance. So take for instance, say, so someone conduct an interview. First thing when they go in church now, say, don't do the interview. It don't go hide for me again. They attack you, say you do the talk fast.
No, but Dotu today very fair. No carry and go that side.
You say now, those two days very fair. But then again, you go still see some people who go attack them for being fair. But already now, attack you since to the extent they only give you the event to MC again.
But I know they do events again. No? Only me for my house and my church. All right. That's another way to look at it. More calls. We have quite a few calls. Hello, good evening. Tell us your name and go ahead.
Hello, please. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead.
Emmanuel from Ikorodu.
All right, Emmanuel, go ahead.
I think that the problem more often than not is always on the side of the people who follow blindly. Because it is only in this part of the world that I see that when you question what people are saying, they take it as an offense. When you ask somebody, where is it in the Bible? I should say like, they will tell you that you should not question God. And see all these things that they are saying, sometimes I don't even understand. When a pastor commits an offense or a clergyman and he's supposed to come and answer for his crime, people will be saying that leave judgment from God. I don't listen, the kind of darkness in the midst of people you see around them, and double standardness. When it was the other man was leading Nigeria, Jonathan, I saw these people parade themselves as men of God, saying all sorts of things about the man, and it was the son of another man. They are now behaving as though the country is working well. So when you see all these things, it goes further to tell you that these men have no business with God. God did not call them in the first place. They are, in fact, they just call themselves, and they just behave
You know, maybe God called them to go and call their neighbor.
Honestly, then, we are supposed to have a reorganization in Christendom, especially in Christendom. When you see men who are old, who tell you they spent 30 years as a pastor, if you ask him where is it in the Bible that I should marry 2 wives, they cannot quote it from the Bible. And if these people will be claiming, they will be leading 1,000 people to hell, straight to hell.
All right. Before we turn this into a doctrinal matter, we're going on a break and we're coming right back. Stick around. Cool FM After Dark with Daddy Freeze and the Lobsters. And today we're more or less discussing me right here.
Yeah.
You know, when you're at the top, you become the topic. Let me talk like a pastor.
Today is not sanctuary.
That actually sounds like something
Yeah.
Pastor would say.
When you're at the top, you become a topic.
Yes!
Yeah, amen.
Right on.
Somebody say hallelujah.
Right on.
Preach on,
So as I
sir.
became the topic inside what not concern me. And YNAIJA sent me a text. I like reading the text, so I'll not go and accuse them falsely. We're taking phone calls now. I just want to read the text afresh for an interview that has not happened. An interview I was actually hoping to happen because I wanted a balanced, equitable narrative. The text message read, "Hi, Daddy Freeze. We'll like to get your response on reports that you'll be granting an interview to Pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo soon as part of a series of plans he has outlined with the aim of controlling the narrative on the Koza scandal. Regards, YNAIJA." And the first question I have is, control the narrative.
Question 2. What is my job?
Question 2. I'm not a pilot, nurse, doctor, bricklayer, accountant, architect.
Bus
I'm an
conductor.
interviewer.
Why do you want
That's
to
your
do
job.
Why do you want to do the interview?
So why shouldn't I do the interview? Do you people have work for me? Dear YNAIJA, why? Why now?
Why don't
YNAIJA?
you want him to do the interview?
Why is it an issue that I want to do the interview? Please find front desk work for me in your office or driver work so that I'll not need to do interviews again, as practicing my trade is now becoming somehow. All right, so we're going to take calls. Hello? Yes, good evening, and please go ahead.
Good evening, this is Shupo on the line.
All right, Mr. Shupo.
Yes, sir.
All right, please go ahead, sir.
I just heard about your talk, and I was so surprised. Why is it that Nigerians generally we always condemn people before they are actually proven right or wrong? Because you give a fair hearing on any situation or circumstance. You don't just hear one side of the story and just label the person that, okay, this is what he has done. And I don't know why YNAIJA will even send you a text message.
Exactly.
Are they the police now? I don't understand though. Maybe there's an undertone to the whole story
That's
that we don't know yet.
Now, Brother Shupo, one of our men on their page, one of our men that goes by the name Jigga Collins, dropped this comment. Just go to the YNAIJA article on their own page where they put my face. First of all, before they even sent me text message or before they waited for me to reply, they had already released a story with my page.
Your picture.
With my picture.
And by the way, they didn't even say Daddy Freeze and others. They say Daddy Freeze.
They just put me out there. And maybe I should start crying too now so people know that I've been violated. Jigga Collins said on the YNAIJA page, he says, the accuser cannot accuse the accused of changing the narrative when the accused hasn't even talked.
Exactly. I don't understand.
Official May Salis says, I can't wait for him to say his own side. Make person know the cocoa. Do you want the cocoa?
Oh, wonderful.
Do you like the cocoa?
They want
Round
to
2
hear
pending
the
said
cocoa.
Daddy Freeze. Hope it's you, Sha. Lots of people are saying gege. Ugo _45 says the plot thickens.
It really has.
The war.
Quite a lot of comments. I maybe just read one more. Emete Victor says, I mean, he deserves to be listened to.
This is true.
Somebody says, but Buksola took 20 years to come out. I believe 2 weeks is not too long. Chief Fine Babe says, thank you, please ask them. What is wrong in Freeze interviewing them? Nigerians will not stop to amaze me. Somebody said, this is about to get juicy.
I don't even.
What does that mean?
Emate Victor says, what kind of reporting is this exactly? We need 2 sides of the story, and this doesn't seem like you want him to speak up. Are you the ones breaking the story from one side? Let Daddy Freeze break his own side of the story. Can CNN do an interview and then call
BBC.
Al Jazeera? Al Jazeera, we hear that you're under. This thing that we are doing in this country, we have not told ourselves what we are doing.
That was very unprofessional of them, and I'm just gonna say it because it's the truth. It's very unprofessional. You both have you interviewed someone, so the other person is allowed to get their voice out.
Come on,
You have no right
it's
to
like
be-
BBC questioning CNN
Exactly. There's no.
or CoolFM questioning Rhythm FM or Beat FM.
And also, again, I want to ask, what is YNAIJA's job in this whole issue?
YNAIJA is to ensure that Daddy Freeze
What
tells
they-
them he wants to do interview first.
Were they open on the same day that the side?
The day I was beginning Daddy Freeze and Free the Sheep, I know it was actually a listen to what they wrote. Listen to how they described me. Listen to them, professional people. One of the names currently being shopped is Ifedai or Daddy Freeze or Larinde, a Nigerian OAP who rose to infamy in Nigeria. Like, I don't greet you now. Why Naija? If you get driver walk, make you help me find them because be like say this radio walk and this interviewing where they do, just walk. Amal, how you see this?
I heard.
We have so many calls coming today. I don't think we've had this many calls in such a while.
Yeah.
Please open up the phone lines. Let's hear more people speak on this. Yeah, hello, After Dark with Daddy Freeze and the Lobsters. Please go ahead. Good evening, sir. Please go ahead. Tell us your name.
For the sake of this call,
Okay.
yeah, Daddy Freeze, I want to ask you a question. But before I ask you a question, let me explain the way I see this issue. You see? Hello?
Yes, please.
We're right here. Just talk, sir.
The way I see this issue is this. Like, if I were when I got interviewer that interviewed Pusola, I felt there were some questions that were not asked. And I feel...
How can he ask questions when they are repeating answer?
and then the question is this. Because I read it somewhere online later, that later in life, Simit Apollo met his wife inside the same church.
I think they've refuted that. I don't think... but see, let's not even go into the details. Let's face Daddy Freeze and YNAIJA. Okay.
The point I'm making is this. Now, there's an allegation against Biodun. My gut feeling, I know how I feel about it, but I'm not going to say what I feel about it. But I feel there's something in the... So it's come out what we don't know. Now, you have the opportunity to come. I don't say any big deal in it. Let him come and express his own side. But Daddy Freeze, the question I have for you is this. Was it the other that reached out to you, or you said you wanted to interview him?
I said I wanted to interview both parties.
Then I don't say any big deal. He need to come and express himself. He need to come and tell us.
No. You see, YNAIJA is doing a great job. They are still going to ask CNN why did CNN go to the Middle East to go and do interviews.
opening me.
Because we like saying now only then one day doing. So that's why I've been asking, please. If you have driver work, if you have gate man work, please help me find work. Because at the rate at which we are going, they don't
It is well, it is well.
All right, bro. Bless you. More calls. The lines have been off the hook all day. Hello, After Dark. What's going on?
Daddy, please.
You don't call today now.
Let me tell you something.
How many times only you want to call?
There's only one thing I want to say this is. Is this something? I don't understand why some people want to run on the interview. Meanwhile, some things are yet to be said and being hidden. Because those questions are over-scripted. Baba, please, please forgive YNAIJA and just come and do this interview once and for all. Ask all the questions. That will be here to tell you, we just say 33. In fact, I don't mind there. I will not go to school for 1 month. I swear, God, I'm a joke. I'm saying.
All right. 2710-969, 2711-969, 2712-969, and 2713-969. Lines of burning. Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, hello, go ahead.
Yes, good evening. My name is Baba.
All right, Babatunde, please go ahead.
All right. First of all, I want to let me leave my radio.
All right, turn down your radio a little.
Yeah.
Clearly, go ahead.
First of all, I want to tell you the reason why YNAIJA is doing what they're doing.
Okay.
Because they want to take credit for what they're supposed to do in the first place that they refused. Okay?
We want to take notes. So, okay, you said you want me to ask some direct questions.
Direct questions. And I'll tell you why I want you to ask these direct questions. Question number one, let him tell us about the daily life. Because recently I saw something online that was whatever while he was. So I don't want to believe that. I want to hear it from his mouth. That's question number one. Question number two, did he do it? If yes, when did he do it? Was it after he became a pastor or before he became a pastor? That's the best way. Now, the reason why I want to ask all these questions is because, sincerely, you are the only one, or should I say you are in the better shoe to ask those questions. You can't be criticizing someone like that, or should I say you can't be exposing someone like that, and at the same time, asking. Also, why you want to conduct this interview, make sure that date is there. Do you understand? I don't want a situation whereby he will just grant his own interview. She must be there. They must see themselves face to face.
That's not going to work. Oh. You know what is going to work? I will interview only him. Then I will interview the two them.
Good. But what we just want is we want to.
I'm not sure the two of them want to sit with me in between them. Oh. That if he's interviewer, aye.
Where he's even blowing out of the country. So we want to know the truth. We want everything to just once and for all. He did what he was said to do, or he did not do it. That's it. And please, see, since I've been watching interviews in my life, I've never believed in any interview except one. I believe all interviews are fake managed. Most especially when it becomes a political interview, I believe they are all fake managed. The interview I watched that I believe was a little bit good was when. Oh, sorry, can I mention a name?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Edmond Dubilo granted an interview some time ago, and I believe that was at least close to perfection. So please ask direct questions. If you try, let him try. If you let people just want to know the truth, that's what everything goes to right.
Okay, quick vote. Let's put it up on Twitter. Do you want to see a Daddy Freeze Beyond Fato Imbo interview? Yes or no? Let's put it to vote and let's see if that's going to be granted. Thank you so much. We're putting this up for to vote. We're going to go on a quick break and come right back and let you know how it goes.